Hey, what's up, everybody?
What's going on?
This is Tony.
And I'm Jenny.
And we are Lido Loca, and it's Sunday Cruise Chat Live.
That's a long-winded. It's Sunday.
Let's talk cruising.
Let's do it.
Jenny,
What's your chat?
Look at you, all looking beautiful here on a Sunday.
Why, thank you.
Jenny is just off of the big Princess 3-day sale.
Yeah, it was like 3 days of, I felt like I was back in school studying for finals.
I have not seen Jenny for 3 days, and we live in the same house.
It's true.
And she works out in the open.
I do.
She had a cloak of invisibility. Jenny, I'm just flabbergasted. In 3 days, you booked over 200 days worth of sailing on Princess Cruises.
Yeah.
A lot of people trying Princess that never tried Princess before.
I know. I'm so excited for them.
And we secured our room. We waited for the sale to get in on our room on the group cruise.
Yeah.
So we booked the Princess Cruise this weekend too.
Yeah. And not to fret, but we do have 3-day sale every year. So if you missed out this year, there's always next year.
Exclusive 3-day sale every year. Well, that was your first one. You did good. Hey,
well, and you know what is funny?
Jerry Seinfeld?
No. Everybody that I booked into the group cruise,
Yes.
what do they do for Valentine's Day on Princess?
Yeah.
It's pretty special.
That's what our group cruise is going to be, right?
Yeah.
Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Is that what you just said? Or just people that asked? I don't know. I got lost.
I don't know.
I got lost.
It was just exciting every time I talked to somebody. They would be like, oh, it's Valentine's Day.
You know what's exciting?
What?
It's Ellen Huffnell's birthday.
I know. Happy birthday, girl.
Hey, girl. Happy birthday to our wonderful admin, Ellen Huffnell. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
Dear Ellen.
Dear Ellen, happy birthday to
you.
you. Thanks for everything that you do, and it's a good time to give some love to those people that are working the room today. Be respectful of the people with the blue names. They will put the hurt locker on you. But hey, girl, Ellen Huffnell in the house, our lovely daughter Danielle in the house working the wrench, and the power couple from Concord. I said it right. Concord, North Carolina, Joe and Emily Flanagan.
So, you know, there is a New York Concord.
That's right. Concord, North Carolina.
Oh, the Flanagans.
Oh, Anthony Simone with Speaking the Real already.
Anthony, what's going on?
Thank you for the super chat saying Jenny looking pretty today.
Well, thank you, Anthony. You're so sweet. And you know what? I see that little gator on there.
That's where our son goes to school
We
now.
do have a son that went to school, and he watched his first football game in grad school.
Did he go to the game?
I don't think they're allowed to go to the game, but he watched it with some of his friends up there.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. And then a big story in this area, if you're a hockey fan, is Tampa Bay is only one game away from winning the Stanley Cup. Now, I'm not a huge Tampa Bay fan. I'm a Nashville Predators fan, but just because I'm only 45 minutes away from Tampa, I think I have to root for them. So
you have
they could hoist the cup tomorrow night.
Yeah, we need to. So, you know, when we went to the Pred games, right?
Yes.
It was, let's go Predators. What, you know, and even the Islanders, let's go Islanders. What do they do for the Bolts?
I think they just say the Bolts. Let's go Bolts. Anthony, thank you for the super chat, and thank you for rubbing the genie bottle and bringing out the very magical Harry Larry Loca Lucha. Harry Larry, I hope you've had a good week. Please thank Anthony for the super chat. Super chat. Harry always looks in great form.
He does. He's always excited on Sunday and Tuesday, and he's excited to get out of the bottle.
Every week. Maggie R. coming in hot with a hey from the UK. I like how that rhymes.
It does sound cool.
It reminded me, though, of the Sex Pistols Anarchy in the UK. But anyways, hey from the UK. Jenny, you look lovely, by the way. Ooh, all of that's rhyming. The hairdo really suits you. Yeah, she went high bun today.
I did go high bun
High
today.
bun. I like it.
You know what that means?
What?
A high bun means I don't want to deal with this. Let me just put it up in a high bun.
It's impressive. Like I had to touch it. Like I got scolded a little bit because I was trying to fondle.
Don't touch it.
Try to fondle the high bun. Which, look, I'm married. That's allowed. Thank you so much, Maggie, for the super chat. Super chat.
You're funny.
And Chuck Spencer, thank you so much
Chuck
for the super
Spencer,
chat.
how
Jenny
are
has
you?
been putting in the work. Hashtag Team Jenny.
I have.
Absolutely. Jenny's been
Makeup
cracking.
does wonders.
No, you're talking about the work on the Princess Cruises, Jenny.
I know. Well, I'm saying makeup does wonders for underneath my eyes.
Man, Jenny is such a natural beauty. Like, I don't know. She looks beautiful both ways, but she could come on here just out of bed and would be beautiful.
Aw, he has to say that, but I appreciate it.
I don't have to say it.
Well, I'm glad you feel
I'm here of my own free will.
This is true.
Robert Thompson asking the hot question that everybody wants to know the answer to. Hello from Long Island, New York. So 3 days until the no-sell order expires. Will the CDC extend at the last minute? Wouldn't that be sneaky? I don't know. Like, I don't know what to make of this long delay before an extension. I mean, they could be looking at all the information they got, making a last-minute decision, or they could let it ride into the sunset. Here's my prediction, and I'm happy to be wrong. I don't have any inside information. This is my hopeful prediction. My hopeful prediction is that the CDC no-sell order will expire on the 30th, which is Wednesday. That will open the doors for some cruising to occur in November and December. I think you'll see a huge bit of cancellation in November and December, and then the cruise lines will roll out their phased plan. If you remember back early August, actually in July, Carnival came out with that plan. Like, I think it was just 6 cruise ships across 3 ports. Right. And so that's still going to happen. Like, they're not going to be able to flip a switch and go in November. But, yeah, I think the CDC thing's going to expire. I could be completely wrong, and I might be doing a news story tomorrow saying, hey, they extended. But that's my hope.
Well, I mean, they need to stop making us wait. It's like a child waiting for Christmas.
Well, especially people that are hanging out to see whether they need to make final payments and stuff like that. I did read that Disney, and I know other cruise lines have done it, but I specifically read that Disney changed their final payment policy to just 60 days before they let you
Caribbean. go. NCL as well.
Yeah, so NCL and Disney, and it could be others, but I just found a Disney story when I was looking at that. Carol P. is in the house. First live chat. We're glad to have you. Hello. My mouth's not working today, Jenny. Hello Travels with Cheryl and Ed. I can't believe I couldn't get that out. Fredericksburg, Texas, being represented by Kathy Johnson today. And Kit O'Shell is in Yosemite. Still dealing with the fires there, or the smoke from the fires. Billy Sparks is in the house.
And Maxine.
Vincat S, what is up? Give me an update for Carnival Cruise Line. Yeah, no update at this point.
Nothing.
They're waiting to see if the CDC extends the no-sell order. They do still have cruises on the books, though, for November and December. We'll have to see what happens there. I feel like something dropped off,
Nick
Jenny.
B.
Hold on a second.
Hold
on. Wait a minute.
It.
Put a little love in it.
Boom chicka wow wow.
Boom chicka. Oh, it was Jackie. Thank you so much for the super chat. Happy Sunday, Tony and Jenny. Did CDC say anything yet? Nope, not a peep. We're just waiting until Wednesday to see what happens.
Yeah.
Thank you for the super chat.
Super chat.
Carrie Nelson, welcome to the show. Thank you so much for the super chat. And also Ronald B. Happy
is in the house.
Lido Loca Sunday. Thank you guys for the
Listen,
super
I'm
chat.
going to be so excited when it is actually, everybody's on the Lido on Sundays. I cannot wait for those pictures. You know what? I think we should be flooding Facebook. I think we should be flooding our group anyway with all those exciting, fun pictures. What do you say?
Yes.
Okay.
Christopher Brown, when do I have to make my final payment on Royal? The best way, log into your Royal Travel Planner website there. It should have the date highlighted for you. That way you know exactly. I wouldn't want you to go off of my word and miss your payday. Ray and Sue's Travel Channel, what's going on? Ray and Sue from the UK in the house. Hope we are doing well. We're doing pretty good.
Yeah.
We're doing pretty good.
We're doing good.
Yeah, it's been an interesting week here. Like, it's been hot or cold. The fall is set in. So, like, the first official day has happened. The first official day of fall happened last week.
Right.
And now I live under the misconception. This is my first time living in Florida. And Jenny lured me down here by allowing us to rent a house with a swimming pool.
Right.
Like, that swimming pool was a big draw. Jenny said you could swim 12 months out of the year, 365 days. You could swim on leap year day. And I don't think that's going to be true, actually, because the pool water's cold. Jenny, I think you done fibbed. I got in the pool out of spite this week. I think I almost got pneumonia, but I did get in the. Now somebody told us, like, I think it's Emily and Ellen both reassured me that I can't get sick swimming in cold water. So I swim every time I swim in frigid water. I just want to let you guys know that I'm expecting not to get sick because of you guys, Ellen and Emily. Just so you know, that's on you.
Well, you know how you're gonna get sick though.
How's that?
By coming in contact with germs.
Germs, yes, germs will get you. Germs are gonna get you. Joanne Blakesley, thank you so much for the super chat. Hello,
Joanne.
Jenny and Tony. You're both looking absolutely fantastic. Thanks. Finally, I catch a little positive comment there. I mean, I put on my face conditioner. I mean, I'm moisturized. I did this to my beard, like when I get out of the shower. That's what I do. It's getting long again. I did that. I feel like that's, I don't know, seemed like that would be the thing.
Well, you're a handsome dude with that bouffant in the front.
Bouffant?
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. Thank you so much.
What do you call it for a guy?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
The push-up.
Super chat.
The push-up.
The only reason I do my hair like this is because I just want to be able to use product. I don't know why. I don't know why.
You're so silly.
You're silly.
So.
MJ Stevens, what's up? Journey with the Gingers. Pearl. Man, I need to get some new glasses. Pert Disciple 481. My friend lives in Concord, North Carolina. Loves it. Yeah, it's great there. I like the mall there.
Yeah. Hey, Bob. It was nice talking with you.
Bill Snyder says, are we going to sail soon? Well, that's a question I will put to you guys. When is your next sailing? What's your cruise countdown? I'll tell you what. I'll show you mine if you show me yours. Let's see. Shipmate. That's how we track our cruises. If you want to be our friend on Shipmate, our username is Lido Loca, all scrunched together, no spaces. Our next cruise is on the Allure of the Seas, December 13th, 2020, if nothing changes, and that's in 77 days.
I'm super excited about that one.
Jenny, what's 7 times 11?
77.
So it's like 11 weeks exactly. We got 11 weeks to get cruise ready.
I know, and you know what's exciting?
That means I got to wax my chest.
Ew.
You know I don't like to be on the cruise ship with a hairy chest.
The ship will be decorated for Christmas.
It will be decorated for Christmas. And I got to shave my mustache off these honey lips. Lots to do, Jenny. Lots to do.
So.
Yes.
Hi, Tina.
Hi, Dawn. Did I sound like you? I tried.
Hi, Fred.
Hi, Anthony.
Oh, my goodness.
What's up, Jay Hughes?
No, the ship is going to be decorated for Christmas.
Jenny, you look amazing. Big hearts from both me to us both from Virginia.
Aw, thank you.
Decorated for Christmas, what were you saying?
No, but what was I playing before we came in?
Oh, my gosh. I walked in to take my shower. Jenny's there at the makeup mirror, and it's like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. I'm like, is it really time for Christmas songs? Holy moly.
I love Christmas songs. They make me happy.
How many cruise ships have we been on at Christmas? I remember the Oasis was beautifully decorated.
Right. And then
I feel like we've been on.
We didn't go on last year. Remember, we got off, right?
We didn't cruise much in December, did we?
No, I don't think we did. Because I think we went on the Sunrise. And we were getting ready to move.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
Do you know where I was this time last year?
In China.
Shanghai, China, at Shanghai Disney. Getting ready to... I got on the Spectrum of the Seas on October the 1st, so I was just getting to China, trying to find the main man, Don.
You know where I was this time last year?
Probably at a party or something. Yeah, Chuck Spencer, you know we love you, Tony B. Team Tony, blue sweatpants.
Uh-oh. Did you have to say the
Chuck.
blue sweatpants?
That's right. Chuck has said the magic word.
Them.
Today's episode is sponsored by My Old Blue Sweatpants. You can't go wrong. Here we go. Today's sponsor, My Old Blue Sweatpants, is the sponsor of the show. Many times have kept me warm as I've walked through feet of snow. Blue sweat. Thank you. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if that was me singing or if that was somebody who had walked through feet of snow. But thank you, Blue Sweatpants.
Listen, in New York, when I was younger, we walked through a couple of...
To school, uphill, both ways in the snow.
You asked my mother. By the time you would get to school, like your snots would be frozen.
So when I was a wee lad, first in elementary school, I lived in Illinois, and they would send you to school no matter what the weather conditions were. So I'm assuming that's the same in New York.
Absolutely.
But then when I moved to Southwest Virginia and then eventually to Nashville, if they said it was going to snow, they would just close school down.
Well, and
it was awesome.
Nashville
I would be
crazy,
calling
right?
the meteorologist going, look, buddy, I'll slip you a $5 here that I made mowing yards if you'll say that it's going to snow.
Well, and do you remember they shut down Nashville schools because it was going to be too hot?
That's right, man. If it's too hot, you got to shut it down, too.
I was
anything
like,
to get us out of the school.
Marshmallow.
Paul Myers, thank you so much for the super chat. Good to see you again. Much appreciated. Jay Hughes, this is Gene in Virginia. Excited to work with Jenny on a princess cruise in 2020. So patience is a virtue, and I have none. Lol. Love my favorite couple. Wow, Jay Hughes, thank you so much for the super chat, and excited to get you on a princess cruise.
Yeah.
Super
princess cruise.
Chat.
Joe Flanagan, yes, I just want to see Lord Stanley also. Man, I didn't think the Bolts are going to win. We'll digress for 2 seconds of hockey talk. It is superstitious to touch the cup that you win at the end of the conference finals. And when the Tampa Bay Lightning won the conference finals, they picked up that cup. And I'm like, there's no way they're going to win the Stanley Cup. But maybe they messed up they broke the tradition.
Maybe.
That's good. That's right, Gary Griscott.
I know. I thought that you were going to... I thought you were like, "What's going on?"
I know when the guy I tell you, I've watched hockey year after year, and they're like, you don't ever touch the cup for the conference championship." Gary Griscott and Evelyn are from Tennessee. What's up?
What's going
Jessica
on?
Moore in the Ohio. Glad to have you, Jessica. Mr. Gamble from Phoenix, Arizona. Andy Katz from Melbourne, Florida, which is close. Is that do they say it like they do in Australia? Is that how you say Melbourne?
Yeah.
Okay.
Melbourne.
Okay. Cruise hair don't care. That's what I'm talking about. I do like the high bun, Nick B. I could go karate chop it like that, but see, like I'm so ninja fast. She wouldn't even.
I wouldn't even know if you did it or not.
Boom! I could have cut the high bun off and put a hamburger on it. Ship Life is in the house. Ship Life is over there in the UK. I believe Ship Life's from the Florida area, almost a neighbor of ours, and he got to go see a bunch of cruise ships off the coast of Southampton.
I know, I saw.
Count me jelly.
Mm-hmm.
He was hoping to do the ghost tour, but it didn't work out. But I'm so glad he shared that footage with us. Jay, I hope you're doing well, man. I want to talk to you when you get back home about some stuff. I'll try to talk to you when you get back. Jenny is gorge. I would not dispute that. I would not dispute that. What? Yeah, I hope they don't extend it. I'm with you guys. All right, I'm sliding to the bottom.
Slide to the bottom.
I don't think I missed anybody. I hope I didn't.
Slide to the left.
I don't think I missed.
To the right.
Did I get everybody? I don't want to miss everybody.
How's that song go?
To the left. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. Oh, let me tell you, what's that song that they teach you how to do the dance on Carnival that Bruno's Mars? Don't believe me, just watch.
Oh, yeah.
I was in the car yesterday, and I was like, I thought I was in that show where they make you do that. I was like, oh, man, I'm missing cruising so much. I'm in my car dancing to Bruno Mars, that dance they teach you on Carnival.
Were people looking at you like you were?
Most of the time, people look at me like I'm, Is that what you said? Like, Cheryl and Ed, I watched, when Cobra Kai came out on YouTube, I watched 1 or 2 episodes. I need to binge the whole thing on Netflix now. I tried to watch Alone on Netflix, didn't love it. And I don't know. We're just watching 90 Day Fiancé something, Big Brother. And every Friday I watch Ted Lasso, which is an amazing show. I'll promote it again, and The Boys. But I haven't been watching much else.
What do I watch?
90 Day Fiancé, and you've been watching the Escape from Polygamy.
I do love that.
Those girls that are in the polygamy. So, yeah. It's interesting break time.
We don't ever really watch news.
No, but hey, programming announcement, we're normally live on Sunday and Tuesday. The big presidential the big presidential debate is happening on Tuesday.
Right.
So we're going to go live, and we want to watch it. So we're going to go live on Wednesday at 8 p.m., an hour earlier, to stay out of the way of the ship show. And 8 p.m. on Wednesday. And then if you are one of our members on Loca Extra on the Patreon, we will have a exclusive member deal at 7 p.m. on Wednesday. So that's the programming.
Uptown Funk You Up.
Uptown Funk You Up. Thank you, Supergirl Leo. Yeah, I couldn't remember what it was called, but I was doing it. Do we think Carnival will get some new shows in the theater? I hope so. When we had the behind-the-scenes tour with Celebrity, and so, of course, what Celebrity doesn't dictate what Carnival would do, but they said that their rotation was like either 4 or 5 years.
Right.
That they would throw they would run the same show for 4 years. I guess they got to figure that people maybe only cruise once a year. Like for us, when we're cruising multiple times a year, we can see the same show a lot. But maybe that's not true. But I would like them to. I would like new shows more often.
And look at Royal though, like their Oasis class, like Oasis.
Yeah,
always has cats.
Always has cats, right?
Yeah,
I think it's an interesting ploy because now
we want to go on each.
Yeah, there's 5 different options for Oasis class, and they all have a different Broadway show.
Right. And
so I'm super hesitant to repeat the Oasis because of that Broadway show, but now they got the new upgrades. But yeah, I'm kind of like, I can go have that Oasis experience and get a new Broadway show by going on a different ship. So I'm excited about that.
That's right.
I'm excited.
So if you had to rate, do you think that Royal probably has the better shows?
I would say that Royal has the best cruise ship entertainment in total that I've experienced. Now that's my personal opinion, but overall,
right, in total,
yeah,
right?
from
because
the comedy to the aqua shows to the ice skating to the Broadway shows to the jazz, little jazz bar area, they got a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
they got all kinds of stuff. I like it, but you know who I like MSC stuff too because it's got the European flair. There's always some sort of acrobatics. I'll take anything, really. I like it.
And Carnival has the best directors.
Carnival definitely has the best
Lots
cruise directors.
Although, you know what? Celebrity, Carlos was fantastic on there.
Yes, he was really good.
Yeah.
He was really good. That I guess I did share that in a video, but I didn't really get your opinions on it. Our very first cruise director, Mikey from South Africa, has retired after 7 years with Carnival. Isn't that weird?
It's so sad. Like, I just, it's the times, unfortunately, right now, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe he'll come back. Who knows?
Who knows? So think about this.
And listen, he really did give us a great experience of what he set the bar high.
He did. I mean, he really established it. So our first cruise director, Mikey, gone.
Right.
Our second cruise director, Jamie D, gone.
I know.
I think our number 11th cruise director, Matt Mitchum, gone. We're losing cruise directors right and left.
We are, but you know what? What's nice too, and not but now the new generation who they've trained and they've mentored, will come in their place.
Right.
So they should be proud.
That's very exciting.
Yeah.
Very exciting. What part of Southwest Virginia did I live in? So my people are from Bluefield, West Virginia, and then they spent a lot of time in Big Stone Gap. We got into the coal mining business, and I moved to a one stoplight town called Castlewood, and then when our coal mining didn't work out, we moved to Bristol. So a couple spots there in Southwest Virginia. And then eventually I moved to Nashville.
Mm-hmm.
Nashville.
It's beautiful there.
Cats on the Oasis has been shortened, only 90 minutes now. That was a long deal.
That was a long deal.
You had to pay attention, too. Like, I kind of wish I knew the story of Cats and the songs before I went and saw it, because when I got back home, I ended up listening to the soundtrack a lot, and I could see it again now and probably enjoy it more.
And when he says a lot, he means a lot.
The Rum-Tum Tugger is a curious cat. I love that song. But, yeah. Eddie Pinero, thank you for the super sticker.
Eddie Pinero. I used to work with a nurse down here in Florida with the last name of Pinero.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Bob Hader, any ports open in the Caribbean? So right now, Barbados is open, and the Bahamas are moving into phase 3 of their reopening on the 15th of October.
Right.
And so depending how quickly they get out, and so that's open to tourism, not open to cruise ships, but they could open up to cruise ships I would say mid-November, depending how long they stay in phase 3. Now, the big news out of Florida is everybody's just down here naked and wild. The governor was like, okay, everything seems good. Let's go for it. And so we're moving into phase 3. You can go to restaurants. There's no real mask mandate. It's crazy right now.
It is crazy.
I was listening to that announcement going, that is wild. So I think but the one thing that I think is going to happen is I think because of that move, I think Florida will be ready to cruise again. Now, Everybody's got to make their own determination. But the state is full of people coming down here for tourism. And but this is what excites me. I know not everybody's excited about the new protocols, but I love this idea of the cruise bubble if they can pull it off. MSC's been pulling it off in Europe, and it's more safe than anywhere else. It's more safe than going to Walgreens.
Right.
Because look, I went to Walgreens yesterday, and they had the, hey, make sure you wear your mask sign on the door.
Right.
Nobody had a mask on in there. I'm like, I need a list of people that are not going to enforce their policy so I don't go there. It's so dumb. It makes me so mad. I'm just trying to do the thing and do what, trying to follow the protocols and
follow the rules.
But when you go somewhere
but guess what? There's no more rules now.
William Day it's why no rules here.
No rules.
Like I said, naked and wild here in Florida. William Day, Indianapolis in the house. That's my hometown. Jenny, we get more people from Indianapolis than we do from Mineola, Long Island. Where the heck?
First of all, I'm not from Mineola.
You're from Mineola.
I was born in Mineola. Where Nassau Hospital was.
Is that not being from where you're born?
Well, let's do a roll call.
Okay.
How many New Yorkers versus how many Indianans?
Look, I got people from the city that I was born in. William Day and I were born in the same hospital. That's what I'm saying. I don't know that that's true, but I do believe. We Will Rock You on the Anthem. That's a great show. Oh, that's the Queen show, right?
It is.
Oh, why are we not on the Anthem?
I don't know. We need to get on the Anthem, though.
Yeah, so Lizards Travel, great point. Some people are really keeping it tight because they don't want to shut back down. The theme parks are holding their protocol, but again, naked and wild till you get there.
Oh, boy. Well, and you got to wonder, is that going hand in hand with the reopening of the cruise ports?
Yeah, I mean, I think it, a lot of people, because in the comments and stuff of the videos, you see people like, oh, Florida's not ready. No, trust me, the government here is ready. Mm-hmm. They're like, yes, open it up. Oh, we got another Indianapolis in the house.
You might.
Oh, there's a Go Long Island right
See,
under
and then New York City.
New York City.
It's there.
China's New York through and through. Look, I tell you, there's no better combination than a Midwestern boy and a sassy New York girl. The magic flows naturally. The fights are great, and the rest of it's even better. That's what I'm talking about.
Aw, that's so true.
It's so true. Sometimes I fight with Jenny just so I can make up. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying.
No, I think you fight.
Oh, almost
gonna knock you out.
Man. Almost took the bun right off. Better calm down. Anybody watching on the big screen? It's for all my big screen viewers
out there. But
listen,
you're going to scare even the dogs and the cats.
Oh, now I'm a dog scare? How dare you?
I know.
Brooklyn. I tried to say it like the Beastie Boys. No sleep till.
Brooklyn.
Tammy Gober, that's a great topic. Do we know anything about testing before cruising? The only thing that's certain, based on everything that I've read this week, is that there will be a testing requirement before you cruise. The logistics, the mechanics of that, still up in the air. The way they're doing it in Europe is they're giving you a rapid antigen test at the point of embarkation. If you get a positive on that test, then they take you and give you the PCR test. Those are two different ways of detecting the virus on you. Oddly enough, or good enough, and this has happened on MSC, there's been people that have failed the antigen test but passed the PCR test, and I guess the PCR test is considered better, and so they let them cruise. But in the U.S., the way that Royal and Norwegian talked about it, they said that they want people to get the test on their own 5 to 24 days prior to going to the cruise port, and they don't believe that they have the access to the rapid test currently, and so even though they'd like to do a rapid test at the embarkation point as a double check, they're making people get the test prior to going to the cruise port. I'm on the fence about that. I like the get the test at the cruise port.
Right.
But we'll see. But that's the latest. And, of course, all this is up in the air until the only thing that's certain in all of that is that there will be a test before you cruise.
Right. And then another big question is what happens to their money if they get turned away?
I don't know. So I think
you said MSC is requiring.
I've been trying to dig around. So I found MSC's insurance policy. What I'm understanding are the people that are cruising in Italy on MSC, they're requiring them to buy a COVID-19 insurance policy from MSC, and I think it's super cheap. And I guess they're using insurance as the mechanism to make sure that people get their money back. So they turned away like 14 people that came from France to get on one of those cruises. One person tested positive. They were all in the van together. And because they were all in the van together, they all got turned away, but they all had this insurance. But I don't know what it's going to be in the U.S. So the big questions for me is if you show up at the port and get turned away, what happens?
Right.
And then the other thing is if you're not down with the protocols, can you cancel your cruise without penalty? I don't think the contracts are written that way. So it's going to be interesting to see because I tell you what, if I was somebody that didn't want to cruise under the protocols and I couldn't get my money back, I would not be happy.
No. And you know what my takeaway from that is?
What?
Don't share a ride with anybody.
That's right. I'm not even riding with you until we get to the
I'm
cruise
going by
port.
myself.
I'm taking a rickshaw.
We're going to be apart for 14 days before we sail.
That's right. Julie Wazowski in the house calling for the thumbs up. I appreciate it, man. Thumbs up makes the magic happen. I don't know what that means, but do it. I dare you. I dare you to hit the thumbs up. It'll make endorphins fire off in your brain. Ow! There we go. That's loud. I shouldn't do that right in front of the mic.
Yeah. So do you think Florida will only allow Florida residents to sail at first due to not having rapid testing available?
Florida is letting anybody come on in. I don't think they care.
Come on
they're
there.
like naked and wild in Florida. It's up to the cruise lines now. Would it be smart for the cruise lines to only have Florida residents so they don't risk people flying the virus into the cruise ship?
Right.
If they make the bubble correct, if they make it to where they're testing at the cruise port, if they make it to where they enforce the social distancing and the masking policy and all of the cleaning, then they have the bubble. And so it shouldn't really matter how and who gets to the cruise port. Because they will turn away people that are positive and they will let people that are negative on the cruise ship. So that's the way it's working out in Europe. I don't know if it'll work out the same way here, but fingers crossed.
Right.
Fingers crossed. And again, I think it's only going to be 4 or 5 ships. It's all speculation, unfortunately, but I think we'll have a clearer picture maybe by the end of the week. We'll know for sure what's going on with the CDC, but then we'll have. If the CDC opens the door, I'm interested to see what the plans are from the cruise lines.
Yeah. No, I wonder, do you know how much the testing is costing?
No, I don't.
See, I don't know either.
I don't like if the cruise line's giving it to you at the cruise port, it's not costing anything. I mean, they'll get their money back somehow.
Right, but if you have to get it 5 days.
Carol's was free. Where did Carol say that she was from? I can't remember. From the UK, I thought. Maybe not. No, it was her first time. Where are you from, Carol? But yours was free. That's good. So what's the latest on any age requirements or restrictions for seniors? Jay Hughes, another good question. The way that it was listed in in Norwegian and Royal's documentation is that's really between you and your doctor.
Right.
So when you get to the cruise port, they're going to ask you, they're going to warn you, like, hey, people with comorbidities, they're at risk. Older people could be at risk. Have you consulted with your physician? I don't even know if they'll say, have you consulted with your physician? They're going to say, are you fit to sail? Because then it's not on them, right? They're going to say, are you fit to sail? They're recommending that people consult with their doctors and see what the doctors say. But I don't think the cruise line's going to get in all that business. They're not going to be asking you about that stuff. They're just going to be asking you to take responsibility and raise your hand and say, yeah, I'm fit to sail. Now I've taken a test. I think the test is going to be their main lever. We tested the person. They were fine. We let them on the cruise ship. They went cruising at their own risk, and we told them all of the stuff with the comorbidities. And let's cruise. That's what I think.
Right. So Carol said hers was free, but I'm seeing a couple of people, 180, Mary Ellen, 199.
They have some free testing here, too, like at the Home Depot parking lot on the weekends.
Yeah, at Target, too.
And yeah. Mm-hmm. So I think I guess it depends where you're at. $50 at urgent care. Wow. Yeah, I guess it depends where you're at. You know, it's I'm not going to soapbox here, but I think they should let everybody get a free COVID test if they feel like they need it.
I agree.
Because a lot of times money dissuades people from getting themselves checked out, and this isn't the time to be dissuading people from getting checked out.
Agreed.
The health department here will give you a free one, too.
In Florida?
Yeah, like where your mom went. I think hers were free.
My sister. Yeah.
Oh, your mom went to the health department one time, too.
Did she?
Yeah. That's where I know your mom better than you.
I know.
Mandalorian starting back up in October. I'll watch it. I didn't love it, but I'll watch it. Baby Yoda was cool.
So MSC. So someone asked, how can MSC afford that and not the big three?
MSC is spending extra money. Now, I did hear they're spending, like, I can't remember the number, so I don't want to misquote the number, but to make sure the cruising goes off, they're paying a lot of money for the ability. So, yeah, it could be more expensive for the big three to try to do that across all their cruises.
Yeah.
But hopefully, again, if this rapid test, they should just make it free. That's what I think.
Well, listen, plus they do what they want. They're a private company and don't have stockholders.
Yeah, MSC's got a leg up that way.
Yeah. Someone asked if the testing hurts. So I've not had the testing done. But I have a girlfriend that works in the healthcare, and she gets tested twice a week.
Yeah.
She said, really.
It's not a big deal.
No.
Or you get used to it.
No, but well, anyway, yeah. Yeah, she said like your nasal just hurts for a little bit. But
Trish and Ian in the Canary Islands. Welcome from the Canary Islands. 125, I think that's pounds.
Yeah.
Or euros. Maybe that's euros. I don't know.
Hopefully we see you in February.
That's right. I didn't dislike The Mandalorian, Jenny H, but it wasn't like, I was like, oh, I watched every episode when it came out, but it didn't move me in a way that like Empire Strikes Back moved me, that kind of thing. That's right, Ellen. MSC's got a lot of coin behind them with their cargo business. They're one of the largest shipping companies in the world.
That's kind of how they started.
Tammy Weber's nose hurt for an hour. Ofe Bell, what's up? In Dallas, Texas, wife got her test at Walmart drive-through via Quest Labs. Results in 36 hours. Was negative, was free. Good on all those accounts.
Absolutely. Glad that it was negative.
I think, Ofe, you sent me a message about my hat. I'm trying to look up where I got that hat at TJ Maxx. Old Blue came from TJ Maxx, but I don't know.
Blue.
I don't know what the style or what the
brand,
what the brand is, but I'll have to look at it.
Uh-oh. Tom and Brenda are finally in the house.
KY Travelers in the house. What's up, Tom and Brenda?
Knowing them,
yes.
Like maybe she was baking.
Yes.
Taking care of them beautiful babies.
Yes.
I'm just chilling.
Is there a blood test that you can do instead? I'm not sure, Anthony. I'm not sure what all the options are.
I mean, I'll tell you what, I would rather a blood test than to
I know they're working on saliva test too, which saliva would probably be the easiest deal.
Stephen Boyce is in the house. What's going on, sir?
What is up, Stephen? Let's see. Brian Y'all, new to your chat in LA. Can you say hi to Devin Crawford? We can. What's up, Devin Crawford? Hope you're doing well.
Hello, you guys.
All tests are through the nose. I think so far. So if they're asking you to do something else, run. Just run away.
Okay, so KY is saying that it was completely painless, which is good.
Oh, good.
And have results in 20 minutes.
That's nice.
Wow, that is great.
That's nice. Stephen Boyce, a shout out to you, Jenny. Buffalo. Buffalo.
You know it.
Life's a Journey. Cruise it in the house. What's going on? Jason Schumacher. Will there be a specific brand of test that the cruise lines will require? I don't know. Again, this is logistics that haven't been, the most they've said right now is that a test will be required, but the details are not forthcoming as of yet.
Did you watch the behind the scenes of The Mandalorian?
I did not.
No.
Was it good?
I don't know.
Was it good? I'm asking. Was it good?
How do I know?
You didn't watch it either? How dare you? You didn't watch the front of the scenes of The Mandalorian. The front of the scenes.
Oh, good. So the blood test does check for antibodies.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'd like to get that because we've been around a lot of people that have had it over time and throughout this whole thing. And fortunately, if we've had it, we've had the most mild case of it. Like I don't have any experience that's similar to what people who've had it have had.
No.
But we have been exposed a lot, back and forth with people who've had it. So either we've been super lucky or we got mild. I would love to be able to tell if I've had it. I don't know. It would be a question. I would feel more secure cruising if I knew I had it or not yet.
Yeah. Well, maybe we can check and see if we can get the blood test for the antibodies.
Yeah. But I don't want to pay no money for it, Jenny. They better give me some free.
I would pay the money for it.
How much? How much money would you pay?
I would pay.
What's your cutoff?
$100.
$100. You could go find a free test and spend $100 at Ulta. But I guess if you want the blood test, we can do that.
I would take the test over the Ulta trip.
Test over makeup?
Well, yeah, because then, like you said, I would feel more comfortable when I was.
cruising, yeah.
Well, anywhere, yeah.
Matthew Godwin. Hi from the UK. Here in the UK, our government wants mass COVID-19 testing to charge people for a test that British taxpayers have already paid for. It should be free. I agree.
Yeah.
This is a big health crisis. There should be no profiteering in the testing. That's my soapbox. I'll get back off of it. Jay Mockingbird, thank you so much for the super chat. Hey everyone, I've had 2 swap and 1 blood and all have been negative. That's awesome. 3 days until the no sell order ends. Thoughts? I think it's going to end. That's my prediction. I think it's going to end, and then cruise lines will be announcing their plan to sail in November. I think along with that plan will be a huge amount of cancellations for November because I think they're only going to go with a short amount of stuff. That I got no info on that. That's all just me reading the tea leaves. So take that for what it's worth. Thank you so much for the super chat.
Well, and I totally agree. I feel like that. I mean, they're not going to do those longer sailings. I think, and again, this is all speculation.
Did you flip me off? Oh, sorry.
No.
I saw that middle finger. All speculation.
My point
I'm teasing you. Go.
I think it's all speculation, but I feel like they. This is what I deal with, folks.
It's all speculation.
Now my train of thought is
no,
just
you got
all
it.
messed up. No, I don't. I'm done.
I'm sorry. Short cruises?
No, I feel like it's going to be short cruises, no long cruises, and probably to their private islands.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah.
What I think is going to happen.
For a little bit,
I think no sale's going to expire. I think a bunch of November cruises are going to get canceled. I think the Bahamas are going to open up for cruise ships. I think there's going to be deals made between the big 3 and the Bahamas to go to private islands. Mm-hmm. And then I think you're going to see short 3 and 4 day sailings out of Miami, Port Canaveral, maybe Galveston. Maybe they'll get a Galveston because Cancun or Cozumel is ready for tourism.
Right.
But I still think it's going to be 3 or 4 days to test the waters. That's what I think. Jay Mockingbird, thanks for the super chat.
Super chat.
So you know what I've seen also, like on my side of I think that they are, so like right now when a new, you know how like the cruise ships the lines will send out, like open up their itinerary, right, for certain years. So we just had a couple of the cruise lines open up for like 2022, some sailings.
Yep.
And I've noticed that as soon as it came out, it was only every other cabin that you could book.
Oh,
so in my head, I'm like,
distancing there.
Yeah, and in my head, I'm like, that just came out 2 days ago because they have done this already. I mean, they could have, but it was like very, and you know what, 2022, we may not have all that. So I feel like that's what they're trying to do is just maybe every other cabin.
And then fill them up as time goes on, as things change.
Yeah,
Chica said, did we receive your email? I don't know if I've gotten an email from you. Do you know where you sent it to? I don't know. I don't think we probably ignored them. We don't usually do that. Ray and Sue believes that the CDC is going to, boom, pop it in the next 3 days. It could happen. Yeah. It could happen.
Do we ever get our emails? I wonder where you sent it.
Yeah. Boom. Yeah, I want to go for the antibody test, too. I got to figure out where that's at.
Yeah. Let's do it. We could do it together. It could be date day.
Date to get our antibody test.
That's what happens when you get a little older.
Yeah. Yeah, our medical,
what are you doing today?
medical
We're
appointments.
going to go for some blood tests.
Yeah.
Oh, look, Retro is
Retro
in the
Sarge
house.
in the house. What's up, my brother? How's it going?
With the grandbabies. Tell them I said hello.
Yeah. Cruising industry losing so much money. How much longer can it last like that? That's a great question, Julian. Yeah. Carnival says they've got enough money to last maybe through all of next year, but fortunately they're starting to make some money in Europe. But yeah, you can't sustain a business like that, especially when everything else is opening up. Again, this is they got to try the cruise bubble, and it's super important that it works well, because I think if they start back up and it fails, then that could be it.
Well, and what's kind of crazy, right? Well, not crazy, but what's scary is that, like if you are lucky enough to get to be in the test bubble, right? Please follow the rules.
Just follow the rules.
Listen, no, seriously, because there are some people that are just not going to follow the rules.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how they deal with that. Let's see. CMPJ519 going to work. Hope you have a good work day. Appreciate it.
Have a wonderful day. Thanks for stopping in.
CAS Merc, let's help you out with all those ships going to scrap. Are there even going to be ships to sail on? There's a lot of ships to sail on.
Yeah, and they're making room for the new ones. Right?
Yeah, it in the scheme of things, 18 cruise ships not that big a deal, and there's a bunch of new cruise ships coming out. So yeah, plenty of capacity. It's just going to be about getting people and crew on them. Schubert 1776, I need a cruise. We are with you there.
For real.
Love Ballad. Hey, La Lido Loca family. We're glad to have you. Queen Beat Q, I don't know if I said hello. We're glad to have you. Absolutely. What do you consider a long cruise, Jenny?
I think anything under 7, usually 5 is like my thought process of a shorter cruise.
Yeah. 7 or 8 or more is a long cruise to me.
Yeah, Billy, I feel like, Julie, the CDC doesn't need to say anything, right? Like you said.
Just let it expire.
Yeah, just let it expire.
Ian O'Reilly, sorry I'm late. Evening from Ireland. Good to have you. Glad.
And I feel like, if you're just going to let it expire, why make us wait? Just put it out there. Hey, we're going to let it expire.
Well, I mean, maybe they are taking into consideration, they had that request for info happen. I don't know. They're waiting on the cruise line's plan, so they could say all of those things, but it's so close. I would be surprised.
Yeah.
Let's see. White Hemi Chris, it's a great question. If you don't want to go to just a private island, when you book to go to a main island, will they issue a refund? I don't know. I mean, I think it's a very legit concern. Like, now, when you sign your cruise contract, it says anything can change. You have very little recourse once you agreed to go cruising. They could change all the ports. They could take all the ports away. They could change cruise ships. They could change where you leave from. You said yes to all of that when you signed your cruise contract. Now, is it a jerk move to say we're going to hold you to that? Yeah, but at the end of the day, from a contract perspective, they could go, look, you don't want to go. Sorry. That's the change we had to make. Have you heard? We had a pandemic. They could take that kind of hard stance. I hope they wouldn't, because I think they would make a lot of people mad.
No, and listen, there's some of the cruise lines. Some of the cruise lines already have in place, like
lift and shift.
Right. Well, that you can cancel, within 48 hours if you're sailing. Get a future cruise credit. And you mentioned lift and shift. If anybody is on Royal, the lift and shift. I think it's September 30th is the final day that you can do that.
But I haven't seen any policies where they're like, if you don't like it, we're going to give you your money back. It's all like, we'll give you some future cruise credit and stuff like that.
Right.
So, yeah, that's right. That is correct.
Yeah,
that was a good question.
And there are some cruise lines that are just, they're just waiting.
Yeah, Jackie, we've been around both brothers who've had it. We've been around Jenny's mom. I mean, we weren't really around them when they were in the midst of it, but yeah, it's scary stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Joe Maldonado, a great question. Do you think future cruise ship design will be COVID compliant? I know they're already trying to incorporate some stuff. I mean, there's articles out there. I don't have them saved or anything, but the design is already. Here's the deal. Let's think about this. So norovirus is everybody says the cruise ships are a petri dish, and a petri dish is a device in a laboratory to make bacteria and stuff spread rapidly. Now, if the cruise lines were such a great petri dish, then many more people would get sick every year than they do. And so they've constantly they're always working on protocols to combat things like norovirus. You hear about a norovirus every once in a while, but there is less norovirus on cruise ships than anywhere else, and it's a very small percentage. Of course, you're going to hear about it when it happens. So, yeah, ship design's a big thing, like the filtration stuff they're working on for this. I think it's all going to completely change. But one of the things that's been a hallmark of the cruise industry over the years is looking at things like norovirus and designing their cruise ships to minimize them, designing their policies to minimize them. You're still going to get them every once in a while. You'll still get COVID outbreaks every once in a while. Mm-hmm. The question is, how minimal will it be and how do they handle it? So, yeah. KSI, thank you or KSL, thank you so much for the super chat. I hope we can still explore the port on your own. I don't think so in the beginning.
Right.
That's not going to part of the cruise bubble. So CLIA put out their 8 elements, their mandatory elements, and one of them is around excursions where people can't explore on their own. So I bet for a year, or maybe not that long, but at least 6 months after cruising starts, the excursion process is going to be a very rigid not get to explore on your own. So again, I hope they make some sort of consideration for people who don't want to cruise like that, because I think that would only be fair. Thank you for the super chat.
And thank you. And Joe had said that he thinks he may have had it like last October, right? Like he had a little cough and Oh, look, your mommy's in the house.
My mommy's in the house?
Yes.
What is up, my mommy?
What's going on, Mama She?
I'm so excited. I haven't seen my mom in forever, and she's coming here for Thanksgiving.
I know.
That's right. She's going to make nuts and bolts. Anybody know what nuts and bolts are? My brother knows it. Uh-oh. She loves the hair. She likes the high bun.
I tell you what, Mama. Here's something.
That's right. She's got it up there so I can use it for target practice.
Dina, I don't know which lipstick that I put on today.
Does anybody want to know about my lip gloss? It's Honey Lips by Anthony Barnett.
It's Lips of Honey.
Honey Lips.
Lips of Honey.
Lips of Honey by Anthony Barnett. Where was that? Was it on Tuesday night? Lips of Honey.
I guess.
That's so funny.
Yeah, if you missed Tuesday, Tony named his lips Lips of Honey.
I didn't name them that. I feel like you named them that.
I don't think so.
Anthony Simone, definitely going to have to wear a mask in the beginning. So
I know.
If you're not down with that, you can't cruise for a while, unfortunately.
I'll have to. And that's fine.
That's right.
I'll do whatever I have to do.
Yeah, Lady Joy. I mean, I've never gotten sick on a cruise ship either. So I mean, it's even though the stories out there, people try to convince you that there's a lot of sickness on cruise ships. Most of the people that I know that can talk about it in a way, they don't. Yeah, nuts and bolts is like check mix. It's a good call out, Julie.
No.
Edna said we both look so beautiful. Edna Covey. That's awesome. You are so beautiful to me. Can't you see? Hey guys, what's up, Glenn? Glenn Schwartz. Hey guys, we are booked for Christmas short cruise to
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Coco. Any word on pre-testing that will be required and how it works? Nope, no word. The only thing that's for sure is that you will have to be tested before you cruise. Details to follow. Who knows when?
So Linda's husband, Steve, had norovirus twice on a cruise ship.
Oh, yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's very limited, but, man, that stinks. I bet you it did. What's norovirus like? Is it just nausea, or is it like bad stuff coming from both directions? I don't know. I'm curious.
I think so.
Wow. Jay Mockingbird, 40-year anniversary for the best Star Wars movie, The Empire Strikes Back.
Goodness,
I cannot believe
crazy?
It's been 40 years. Holy macaroni.
Anthony, you know me pretty well. Anthony wants to know, will Jenny be playing at the casino on our first cruise back?
Yes. Yeah, absolutely.
Anthony, you know me good.
That's how we've been getting these free casino cruises. We got to gamble a little bit.
Yeah.
Queen BQ responding to Steve Reagan, but I'm divining the question. Don't understand how they're making the decision who gets bumped and who stays. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't been able to find any information on that either. I don't know what the algorithm is for who they get kicked off and not. So, yeah, Cat Lady. I don't know if they're allowing neck gaiters or face shields or what's going to qualify as a face covering. Again, they'll have to get more specific on that.
Oh, doesn't that sound nice? Joe said the next RCL ship should be named Jenny of the Seas.
Aw.
I love that.
That's
Thank
awesome. Ooh, Jackie said it comes both ends. That sounds like not a fun time.
Yeah, Linda said it does. It was all of it, but she will cruise again.
I tell you what, they are freaked out by vomit on a cruise ship. When I was on the Spectrum of the Seas, I sat down for lunch, and then I wasn't paying attention. I was reading the menu, and the guy threw up next to me, and like 4 officers came over and like, you have to move right now. Like, they were completely freaked out. Like, I guess because that's one of the ways that things spread is through that. And so hypersensitivity to that. It
didn't touch you or anything.
Nope, didn't touch me. I was just in the vicinity of where somebody was getting sick, and they just cleared everybody out. Like, you got to go right now.
Right.
So it was pretty wild.
Right.
Debbie Prokop.
Debbie, beautiful Debbie.
Thank you so much for the super chat. I'm going to Vegas next week, and masks are required everywhere, so I won't mind wearing one on a cruise ship, praying the CDC lets the order pass. Yeah, that's our hope, too.
Absolutely.
Let them try. That's what I'm saying. Give them a chance.
Super chat.
Let us do it.
TMLF959. Better late than never. Yeah, we're glad to have you.
We're glad you're here.
Hospice medic. I don't know. I would try it. Does a colonoscopy count for one of the tests? I mean, if you can take them proof of that, let's see what they say. That's what I'm saying. Billy Sparks said they'll probably use the Billy. What's going on? Good to see you and Maxine. Probably will use the same bumping protocol as the airlines. You think they're like, if anybody, well, they're not going to call anybody and say, do you want to get bumped? But yeah, I don't know.
I don't know if so. Say that's a good point, Billy. So say someone calls. Say the cruise line called.
Said we give you some future cruise credit.
Yeah, we'll give you like 200% of what you've paid.
Maybe.
Yeah,
I might do something like that.
maybe.
Might do something like that.
Or we'll give you $1,000 on board credit next time you come on. Yeah, I'll give it back to you in the casino.
No doubt. Justin says, when's the latest you think NCL can cancel a cruise? I have a cruise in November.
All right, let's give you our...
They canceled our cruise the day before the cruise.
Day before I went.
Day before the cruise. So, yeah, they'll pull that trigger anytime. We can't... What's wild is we missed out on the extra money because it got close enough to where we were like, look, we just can't go. Yeah. We're not going to go in this circumstance. So we canceled, and then they canceled the next day, and that happened to be the day before our cruise.
Right, and to defend NCL, that was at the beginning of this whole
I mean,
thing that we've been dealing with for 2020, right?
The big cruise
now
lines,
they have policies in place.
Yeah, the big cruise lines and CLIA, they wanted to have their voluntary ban. They didn't want the CDC to push them out. That's one thing to remember. The CDC has never stopped the cruise line from cruising.
Right.
The cruise lines have voluntarily not been cruising during this whole time. So when it looked like the writing was on the wall and that the CDC was going to put a ban in place, CLIA came in like the day before and announced that they would voluntarily not cruise. And it was during that NCL canceled our cruise. So
right.
Yes, I don't know if it would be another day before, but
no, they've been doing about 30 days at a time.
Yeah.
Well, it really kind of depends, right? Because it just depends where you fall.
Right.
Because some have been 30 days, some have been right before, final payment, or, unfortunately I had some that this last cancellation, like Carnival had a couple of cancellations here a couple of weeks ago, and like someone's final payment was due the day before they canceled.
Wow.
Yeah, and those are the ones that hurt me. Like I just feel horrible for those, but it's timing, in the calendar. It's
It's so frustrating. I can't wait till we get back to a normal cycle.
Yeah.
Royal, it was Royal changed the itineraries on 5 of their ships just out of the blue, and people got jacked up, and it's frustrating. Matt Taddick, greetings from Croatia. Big fan here. Hey guys, I'm working on cruise ships for the last 10 years and never got sick. Yeah, I stand by it. Like, the data supports that the cruise line does a good job of keeping people not sick, even though it is an environment where stuff spreads easily. So they know how to mitigate that. And so I'm looking forward to that.
Someone, speaking about that he worked on cruise ship for 10 years, but someone had asked about, have we heard anything about crew going back to the ships?
Yeah.
And we have.
Yep.
Right, like that they're, and it's speculation again, like it's secondhand, it's nothing that, but yeah, they are heading back.
Yeah. Rancid applesauce. My very first cruise is set for 2.5 on the Ecstasy. Fingers crossed. Face masks are going to give an awkward tan. Yeah, I think so. Make sure you know where you have to wear them and where you don't. So if you're in the pool, you don't have to wear them. Please. That's what I'm worried about. Somebody's going to get hurt in the pool trying to wear a face mask, which you don't have to. So if they start with shorter cruises, this is Barb Lynn. If they start with shorter cruises, do you think repositioning cruises will still sell because they will need to move the ships for the season? I have a transatlantic in April. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, that's a big question because those are super long cruises. Right. I don't think you're going to see any transatlantic stuff happening until after they pop off a few of these cruises down to the Caribbean. I mean, they've got to establish the protocols. They got to get people sailing and prove that all that works before they go to the next step. And to me, a transatlantic would be a big deal. I know there's a bunch of ships marshaling right now in and around the Bahamas, those kind of areas. So I think they're going to have the ships that they need to start going. Right. Goodbye, Emily Flanagan.
Bye, Emily.
What you cooking? I hope it's delicious. The interesting thing too is when MSC started sailing again, the CEO of MSC was on the first sailing with his family.
Right.
And then if you guys know Frank Del Rio from NCL, that guy's a pretty boisterous talker, and he said that he'll be taking his whole family on their first cruise too. So he's going to put his money where his mouth is.
That's right.
Is it humid in the Caribbean, Cat Lady? I don't know. It seems like it every time. I feel hot every time I'm in the Caribbean, but I feel hot everywhere, so pretty cool.
Well, and now you're starting to get used to Florida, so maybe it won't be as humid
as bad.
for you.
That's right. Vanessa, you made it with 1 minute to spare. That's right.
So glad.
We're glad to have
she'll
you.
get to see After Dark.
Yeah, she'll get to see After Dark. Is Norwegian doing good? I guess. As good as everybody. I haven't heard anything bad. Everybody's just waiting to see what's happening. Michael in, good to have you.
Right.
Well, Jenny, it is 3 o'clock. I guess we have to.
It is. And before we go, happy birthday again to Ellen.
Happy birthday to Ellen. And thanks, everybody, for showing up today. We sure do appreciate you guys. My name's Tony.
And I'm Jenny.
And we are Lido Loca. And until the next time.
We'll see you on the Lido.
We'll see you on the Lido.
Bye.
Bye. Hey, what's up, everybody?
What's going on?
This is Tony.
And I'm Jenny.
And we are Lido Loca, and this is the Lido Loca After Dark Sunday edition, where we tell you about all of the gossip going on here at Lido Loca headquarters. We drop all the details. Can I tell my big secret today?
Do it.
Jenny's not wearing pants.
Oh, my goodness.
Jenny's not wearing pants for the show today, everybody. Not only do I get the top bun, but I get the woohoo, the naked leg. All right, guys, that's enough of that. I hope everybody has a great Sunday. Remember, the show will be back on Wednesday. We're going to take Tuesday to watch the presidential election. There's still time to register if you are a U.S. citizen. A lot of people have sacrificed so that you can vote. Doesn't matter which side you're voting on to me. Just make sure you get out there and exercise your right as a citizen. We're going to watch the debate on Tuesday, and we will be back for Patreon show at 7 o'clock and for the big show at 8 o'clock. We will see you guys there. And, of course, we'll have news tomorrow. Who knows what it'll be. Will the CDC say anything? Thank you so much for stopping by. My name's Tony.
And I'm Jenny.
And we are Lido Loca. And until the next time.
We'll see you on the Lido.
We'll see you on the Lido.
Bye.